Hey YouTube, what up? Welcome back to another video. In this video I want to talk a little bit for a brief moment about Tiffany Haddish and something that I've kind of noticed a little bit in regards to how Tiffany Haddish is being marketed. Have you noticed that the people who are marketing Tiffany Haddish, her team or, whoever, you notice that she's kind of being low-key marketed to white men? Have you guys noticed that? Like just recently, she's in an upcoming movie titled The Oath, and she's in an interracial relationship. And I think on a TV show, she's also in an interracial relationship. And like the commercials, I know like that Groupon commercial. I think it may be two, but I know at least one. One of those Groupon commercials, she's like yelling at the pool boy, like who's white, white male. She's like yelling for his attention. He's like, boo boy, and some people didn't like that, right? Because and people may, particularly some black women, and probably some black people in general, but especially black women, because they may feel like it makes them look a little like desperate, you know, you know. But also not just in her acting roles, but she also was like, you know, thirsting over Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just telling him to call her, right? So I think, is this all like calculated? Like, was it? Because I don't know. This seems like it's like calculated to have Tiffany Haddish, being marketed to white men. What as far as like money is concerned, that's a good demographic to be marketed toward. You know. But low key, they might be trying to make her like the Zoe Saldana of comedy. When it's like, hey, we need a black woman, Tiffany Haddish, and I can't completely knock them for that. But I just find that a little interesting because I don't think I've really seen that a lot. But you could say that about Halle Berry too, you know, and Halle Berry's mixed, and some people say that Zoe Saldana is mixed. Tiffany Haddish, she may be mixed herself. I'm not sure, but I think she's like identifies as black, and she's portrayed, or she is marketed as a black woman within the industry. You know, Hmm. and I'll say that Tiffany Haddish does look good. She looks good. Um, Although I think that she comes off a little thirsty, for fame, almost kind of like she's willing to like just straight up coon to make it to the top. And some people don't find her funny. To be honest, I haven't really sat down and listened to her like stand up or her comedy routines of sorts. So I can't say for sure, but that's what I've been hearing. She kind of just plays into the loud, ghetto, ratchet black woman stereotype, and that's pretty much just all she does and all she got for her comedy. That's what I heard. I ain't sure though. I'm not sure though. But one thing I'll say that I really didn't like about, or what Tiffany Haddish did that I really didn't like, was that she kind of, during that whole Monique Netflix situation, she was asked about it, and she said something to the extent of, I'm not going to be protesting just because someone wasn't offered the amount of money they think they should have been offered. She's going to protest when her people are, you know, dying in the streets or being shot down in the streets, which, of course, that's a good thing to protest. But what I didn't like about that was she kind of threw Monique under the bus, and I know that, I've even spoken about Monique and how I kind of feel like, she ain't totally on the up and up. But I feel like that was kind of like a moment where Tiffany Haddish should have stayed on code and just been like, hey, you know, I support the spirit of what she's doing. I don't, it's something a bit more, politically correct, or, not necessarily something that at least said, like, at least support the spirit of what she's doing. You may not support exactly point blank what she's doing in her situation, but you get where she's coming from, though. Because it could be Tiffany Haddish one day, you know? You got to be careful about that. But that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching, you guys. Feel free to comment. Feel free to leave your feedback. And thanks for watching. Adios and goodbye for now.